Alright guys, in this video I'm going to cover everything you need to know about press releases for SEO, what press releases are and why you would want them and what they actually do for your website in terms of SEO. So firstly, what is a press release? So a press release is basically an article that's released on a news type website that releases, news articles. Could be various different topics, just articles in general. Here's an example of one on the screen here. You can see here they release just general news articles about different topics. You can click on this one and we can see, like, for instance, these guys have got a press release talking about their company, what they do, etc. Another example is here, another one. You can see here, these guys have just various articles about different topics, and then you can click on one of these articles and they'll probably link out somewhere. So basically, they're just a news article released across a bunch of different, press or news websites where it just has an article and then it links to your website. So you can see here, if we look at this one, Contact Elite Roofing, they've got a link to their website and they just have their details. So their NAP, so name, address, phone number, and website. So why do you actually want this for SEO? So I'm going to give you an example here of a website that I did a bunch of press releases on recently. And you can see here, these are all press release websites. And you can see here that some of these are actually pretty decent. This column here is authority score of the site. You can see some of these are 50 authority score, 46, 38, 44, so on. Now, the thing is that these websites are not niche specific or location specific. So you're not exactly going to get the relevance of these backlinks like you would from a niche specific website that links to your website and they're both related to the same topic or in the same location. So you need to be aware that it's not going to be a full strength as a, let's say, DR50 very relevant link would be. And the other thing you have to consider is obviously these websites are linking out to lots of other websites as well. So that also brings down the value of each link. However, what these are very natural looking links going to your website and a large volume. So basically what that means is when it comes to linking, you have to be very careful about what you're linking and how much volume, because if it seems unnatural, Google's going to notice and then you're going to have a problem. What news or press release links and articles do is they essentially create a natural looking link profile for your website, because this is a natural thing that a business would typically do. Let's say a business starts out somewhere, they start offering a new service. It would make sense that they would want to basically advertise that and let everyone know by releasing a press release to let everyone know about what's happening. And then not only that, but as you can see here, this is from a single press release run I did. I got probably 20, 30 indexed backlinks from this. And so now I've got a bunch of natural looking backlinks already going to this website, which now gives you a lot more room to work with when you're going to create very specific backlinks that are linking, from a specific website. Or even if it starts looking a bit unnatural, if you make one unnatural looking backlink, but you've got 30 or 40 or let's say even hundreds of very natural backlinks, that's not going to make a big deal. But if you make like 10 unnatural backlinks and that's all you've got going to the website, it's likely that you're going to have a problem and Google's going to notice. And so basically what these do is they just create a natural baseline of links going to your website so that you actually have room to work with later with the specific backlinks with the exact match anchors, etc., that you want to get for your website. Now, the other thing you want to note about these is, typically speaking, the link you get from these is either a brand name or a naked anchor link, meaning just the URL of the website. And so again, that gives you a very natural looking anchor text profile as well, because if all the links going to your website are exact match anchors, that's not very natural and Google's going to notice. So that's basically the idea behind press releases. It's just supposed to give you some relevance as well as making it look very natural as to what you are doing. Now, one other thing to note as well is a lot of SEO is just doing what a business would normally do. And so what this does is it also obviously spreads the brand name of the business across the internet and makes Google realize that this is likely a real business since they're featured, in many different places. It's like how if you have business citations in all the directories, if you have social media profiles, especially if they're active, now you've got press releases. That's basically what a real business would be doing. And so it looks far more realistic than just one extremely optimized website on its own with a couple of very specific backlinks. That's not what a real business would do. And so that's the idea behind doing things like press releases. In order to do them, basically the easiest way is to use a service. I use this service, Magic PR. This is the one I'm using currently. You can see here, these are the prices. You can just go to their website. I'll put a link below directly to their website. It's magicpr.com. And basically, this is the homepage. You can go, if you go pricing, you can select which package you want. So for instance, for $200, you will get 250 plus links going to your website. So they will distribute that press release to 250 at least websites who will then link back to your website. And so as you can see here as well, it's a very good way of getting some pretty high authority links for, less than $1 a link essentially. And as you saw, some of the ones I showed you, DR40s, DR50s for $1. I mean, yes, they're not relevant, but that's still pretty good. That's definitely going to help you. So you can select how many you want. The other thing they have here as well is which article or which newspaper or which website you're actually going to get featured in. So if you get the highest tier one, you're going to get featured on MSN, Yahoo Finance, etc., which is obviously a pretty good thing to get your business on. So what I would do once you get these done, they're going to give you, I think it's an Excel file if I remember correctly, with all the links. So you get a list with all the links on them. What I'll do is I'll take that whole list, run it through a mega indexer, which is just going to make sure that they actually do get indexed in Google and they'll get indexed quicker. And then you should start seeing them pop up in whatever tool you're using, like SEMrush or so on here, and obviously in Google as well. So that's the process I would use to just help speed this up. And that's the easiest and quickest way to get a press release done, and it's not that expensive. So that's basically it for press releases. If you have any questions about this, just put them in the comments below and I will answer them. Otherwise, if you'd like me to coach you on how to do SEO and Google ads for only $49 a month, go to learndominatemarketing.com. And if you'd like us to do the SEO or Google ads for your business, go to dominatemarketing.io and book a call with us there. Catch you on the next one.